Hi FlossTube friends. This is Tina Fraser coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. This is really Harvey Dent Fraser coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. She has been missing me the last few days. She's been spending most of her time in the basement because there's a couple of life things going on here with me. Just figured I'd give you a little Harvey view. She's just enjoying being on my desk and just kind of hanging out with me today. But yeah, her name is Harvey Dent. She's one of our 2 loving cats, and we actually have a family, kind of a family unit update for you as well. And she's just hanging down here with me today because she's been missing me terribly because I haven't been sleeping downstairs in the basement with my husband, and I'll get to that here in a little bit. But anyway, I just figured I'd give you a view of Harvey Dent in all her glory. Yep. So, okay. This is Harvey. She's gonna be hanging out with me for a little bit. So as you can see, I've changed the camera around. Thank you, and welcome to my channel. My name is Tina Fraser. I'm coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Sunday, September 11th at approximately 4:56 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm coming to you today on kind of a Remembrance Day for 2 different reasons. It was September 11th, 2001, 22 years ago, that the United States was attacked, and the terrorist group had hijacked a couple of planes, and one went into the Pentagon and 2 attacked or flew into the World Trade Center in New York City. And you can see Harvey down here. She's just enjoying some scritches, so I hope you don't mind that. But also, the other thing that's going on is Queen Elizabeth over in England passed away this week, and on many news channels and many channels across the world, they were showing her body being transported from Balmoral in Scotland to where she's going to be lying in state tonight in Scotland before she's transported by airplane over to England. And they're preparing for her final resting over there. So kind of a little bit of a bittersweet day today for the 2 reasons. September 11th here in the United States is a kind of a somber remembering day, and I do remember what was going on that day. I happened to be in Arkansas, Fayetteville, Arkansas, for my aunt's funeral. My stepdad's sister had passed away, and they had scheduled her funeral for September 11th, 2001. And so I was there. It was kind of a strange day to have a funeral, which was really kind of different. And I'm sorry that my eyes have a little, my glasses have a little bit of glare. But anyway, hopefully this video won't be terribly long. But the main thing is, I just wanted to welcome you to my channel. Really quick, if you are new here, welcome. Hopefully you can find something here that will enable you and will encourage you to maybe try something new. This is my channel where I talk about a lot of my crafts, CrossStitch being the main topic of discussion, with some other crafts and hobbies thrown in, and some life stuff too. There's going to be a little bit of life stuff in this video. So just sit back, relax, grab something to drink, maybe grab your stitching if you stitch, and hopefully you'll enjoy this little video update. If you're a returning watcher, thank you very much for stopping back by. It's good to see friends, and hopefully you will find something in this video that you can get some use out of and that you enjoy. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. I always love spending time with good friends, and I look forward to more time with you today. So again, as I said, sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink of choice, grab your furry friend. I have mine right here. grab your furry friend and some stitching and some books or whatever you want to do, a video game that you like to play, and just sit back and listen for a while, and hopefully we can have some good time today. So as I was saying, my cat Harvey down here, we have three now, three cats. My cat Harvey down here has been missing me terribly because since Tuesday I have been sleeping upstairs in the guest bedroom. My husband, Sunday last week, he wasn't feeling super well. He was feeling a little off. Monday was our Labor Day holiday, so he had the day off. And he woke up kind of feeling a little crunky. He went to work on Tuesday. And as the day wore on, he started feeling worse and worse and worse and worse. So around midnight, Tuesday night, he's like, you know what? I think I better take a COVID test. And he tested positive. So since Tuesday night, I've been sleeping in the spare room upstairs. And yeah, that was quite the experience as well. I hadn't been experiencing it, and before we knew that he was COVID positive, on Monday afternoon, in our in the community where we live, we have a Facebook group. I'm gonna trim something off of Harvey really quick. All right, there we go. It's got a little hairball that I needed to trim off. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and place that in the trash behind me. So anyway, one of the ladies a couple streets over from us had posted a picture of this really cute tiny kitten, and we'd been discussing getting another kitten or another pair of kittens since our dog Rose was put to sleep in March, and you know, we were going to wait a few months and then go pick up a kitten. Well, Mom saw the picture of it and really wanted to go see it. So Tuesday night after work, Mom and I went over to the lady's house and we met the kitten. So Mom fell in love with it and we brought it home. So I will insert pictures here for you now of our new little kitten. Her name is Misty. Okay, so pictures go here. Yeah. Hey there, little one. Hey. You're tiny. Come here. Come here. Hi. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Hey. She's a little one. She is adorable. This is what I got left over from that tank. Hey. Hey. There we go. And she's doing okay with the big dogs around her? Mm-hmm. Okay,
oh yeah,
good.
our dog's scared of her.
Oh. That's funny. The tinier the things they encounter, you know.
Well, they're afraid you'll hurt it, so they're really timid and they stay away from it pretty much. She goes close to them, they leave.
Yeah, she was sitting right here in the doorway, and I was wondering if my yellow lab would walk by her, and she wouldn't.
No.
Now she does have a little bit.
Harvey. Harvey. The little one's just oblivious. She's like, food.
Yeah.
I thought she was bigger than that.
Oh no. She actually is bigger than I thought she was.
The person that gave him the food for her said that she thought she was right around 6 weeks.
Yeah. What'd you say, hon?
The person that gave him the food for
Yeah.
her said they thought she might be right around 6 weeks.
I'd have to look at her teeth.
Hi, Harvey. Hi. Here. My. Hey, widow, widow. Hey, widow, widow. Widow, widow. It's the bird cam. Where you going? All right. So, anyway, so Misty came home with us Tuesday night. She was free. The lady had found her on the side of the road while traveling home on Labor Day, and had found that 2 or 3 of her other siblings that were with her had already passed away. I don't know if one or all of them, or I don't know. She said they looked like they might have been hit by a car. But she waited around a little bit to see if Mom or some other ones would pop out of the brush and stuff where they were at. And she said she didn't see any. It looked to her like they might have been abandoned, dropped off. So she brought her home, and she was looking for a home for them. So I took Mom over, and we went over and spent about an hour and a half over there playing with the kitten and just getting to know the kitten. And Mom fell in love with her, so we brought her home. Didn't know her sex right off the bat, and didn't know her age. But I took her to the vet on Thursday. We got her into the vet. She had a little bit of an eye inflammation issue he gave us drops for, but other than that, she had a really good, clean bill of health. She weighs 1.5 pounds. They estimate her age at 6 to 8 weeks, and she also had no fleas or no ear mites, which is pretty amazing considering she was found on the side of the road. But anyway, so we have a new little furry friend. Hopefully sometime soon you'll be able to meet her. We have barricaded the doorway that leads to the basement stairs, so she can't come downstairs. We kind of want to keep her out of the basement for a few weeks until she's a little bigger and can navigate the stairs a little better. But Harvey's been having issues getting over the baby gate that we've put in the doorway. So Harvey's been spending a lot of her time in the basement, where I haven't been, especially at night. Harvey used to like to come up and get scritches from me during bedtime and everything like that. And she hasn't been able to do that because she hasn't figured out how to jump the baby gate yet. Or at least jump the big baby gate without knocking it over and causing a big ruckus. So our other cat, Charmander, she's been jumping it just fine, and she's been spending all her time going back and forth between upstairs and downstairs. My husband's staying downstairs in the basement in our bedroom. His work has a policy where if after 5 days you're not showing any more symptoms of COVID, that you can return to work, but you must mask for another 5 days straight. So assuming that everything is going okay, he is probably going back to work tomorrow because his symptoms were relatively over Thursday. Tuesday he was experiencing like flu-like symptoms more than anything. As of yet, Mom and I have no symptoms, so I'm not really worried about my having contracted it. I do know that I still have a good week or so before my symptoms could show up. It could be another 7 to 10 days before I get any symptoms. Hopefully not, because in 3 more weekends, my mom and I are going to Camp CrossStitch, which is a needlework retreat hosted by my local needlework shop here in Columbus, Camp Cross My Heart. And hopefully I won't be getting it, because I really would rather not have COVID right before I go to a retreat. That being said, though, I'm also hoping that Mom doesn't experience symptoms, because that could be kind of icky. So anyway, we've been dealing with COVID. We've been dealing with a new kitten in the house. And so the new kitten has made things interesting. My husband's been home since Wednesday. And hopefully he'll be able to go back to work tomorrow, if not on Tuesday. And I'm hoping, because his 5 days will be up tomorrow, I can move myself back downstairs out of the spare room back to my own bed, because the spare room bed is the day bed that I had in high school like 35 years ago. And it sucks. I don't like that bed at all. And I just haven't been sleeping really well. Of course, sleeping alone too, it's been kind of odd. And sleeping in a different room that you're not used to is also kind of odd. There's different house noises upstairs, and it's just different. And looking forward to being back in my own bed. when I get the chance. So anyway, that's pretty much all that's been going on in our life. My job, because I've been exposed to COVID, I was given the option to work at home for 10 days, as opposed to going into the office and masking for the entire time I'm at work, including walking in the door and sitting at my desk. So instead of masking for 8 to 10 hours a day, which I really have no problems with, I just didn't want to have to do that and just be annoyed. I was given the option to work from home instead of going into the office. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week, and Wednesday this last week, I was given the option to work from home. So that's what I'm going to do. And then a week from Monday, I will return to the office. I'll probably mask most places that I'm at, assuming that I don't start experiencing symptoms and test positive before I return. I'll probably just go back into the office and be kind of more diligent about wearing masks. My husband has since found out that one of his other coworkers has it. He found out either late last night or this morning that his other coworker, they thought it was a sinus infection, but he also tested positive. So he'll be out at least the next week. And so I think my husband kind of got it from somebody at work. Hopefully he wasn't the one that spread it, and hopefully my mom and I won't get symptoms. Knock on wood. We won't get symptoms and we won't get sick, because I just don't want it. We've been pretty diligent about keeping our distance. Dylan's been eating outside when he's been eating, and I'll go outside and sit with him, but I'll sit like 8 to 10 feet away from him on our back patio, and we'll sit and eat and talk. We go on walks at night. We walk about 8 feet apart, and he wears a mask all the time that comes upstairs and is around us. So we have a little bit of disinfecting to do and everything like that. He's been avoiding my desk area. I am down in the basement, but he's not down here with me. He's upstairs outside on the back patio, I think, reading or just enjoying it. He's been enjoying sitting on the back patio outside because it is getting cooler. It's getting less humid. It is rainy today, but he's kind of managed to kind of stay out of the elements and stuff. But he's doing a lot better. His symptoms pretty much went away by Thursday night and Friday morning. He got his appetite, but he had a little bit of an appetite loss. But he never lost his sense of smell, and he never lost his sense of taste. So he's been eating really well. Mom and I have stepped in to cook. I cooked dinner last night. It was pretty good. Mom's cooking dinner tonight. And then I'll be cooking 2 or 3 other dinners throughout the week. And we may decide, kind of on a whim, to go pick up food and bring it home, which is what I've been doing. None of us have been eating at a restaurant, just because, Mom and I ate at a restaurant yesterday because we went grocery shopping, but Mom and I did the grocery shopping for the household for the week and everything like that. So you need to see this, you guys. This is Harvey in her belly. Look at her belly. Okay. I just wanted you to see that. She's been laying here like a good girl. But anyway, go ahead and readjust that. Sorry, you guys. So, anyway, that's what we're getting to. Kind of getting back into the swing of things. It's been kind of nice working from home. Kind of threw off my days a little bit. Friday was a little weird. It didn't feel like a Friday to me. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this coming week aren't going to feel the same. The sad thing is it's also Employee Appreciation Week at work, and they have food trucks and everything coming in 2 days this week, and we get free food. I might still end up going to pick up my free food vouchers for the food trucks for Tuesday. Sorry about that. Harvey just knocked the phone off the table. But it might be going back, dropping into the office to pick up my voucher for my desk for free food, so I can drop in on Tuesday and pick up my free lunch for Employee Appreciation Week. I can still mask. I'm just not gonna attempt to go into the building while people are there, just because. And I will wear a mask when I go, but again, I'm not experiencing any symptoms, so it's not like I don't think I'm sick. There is a slight chance that I could be an asymptomatic carrier, which means I don't have symptoms, but I am positive. I don't think so, though. I really don't. I'm not feeling run down. You know, I'm sleeping kind of terrible, but I'm not in my own bed. And, you know, I'm not feeling run down. I'm not feeling sick. I don't have like flu-like symptoms. I'm not achy. I'm nothing right now. And it's been what, 5 days since my husband came down with it, and he was experiencing symptoms like for 2 or 3 days ahead of that. So I do know that it'll probably be, it might be another week before I even develop any, but I'm not thinking it. So we've been dealing with that. We have a new kitten in the household, and everyth's going good. And Harvey's just being Harvey. Ain't that right? 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 She's ignoring me now. All right, so today's video, I'm gonna share a little bit with you about some of my stitchy plans and stuff. Because COVID's kind of turned our house upside down a little bit. I've had a little bit of time to stitch, but I didn't stitch 2 days this week because I was, sorry, there was some, Harvey's shedding, and there's cat hair kind of billowing here and there, and I was just kind of blowing it away from the camera. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna move Harvey before I show you all my stitching stuff, and I'll have to defuzz my shirt because she sheds like nobody's business. But anyway, I'm gonna share with you some updates and share with you some progress and some plans, and just kind of give you some updates on stitchy stuff. I have a video that you have probably seen in the beginning of this, because I think I'm adding it to the beginning of this as kind of a vlog. I recorded it, I think, about a week ago, and it shows you some of the haul that I picked up last weekend. Mom and I went a week ago Friday to Cross My Heart, and I picked up a couple of things, so that video will show you that. I think, if I remember correctly too, there's another picture-in-picture box format that I'm doing with this. I'm using another recording software, so I can get into like having picture-in-picture and streaming stuff for my channel going forward. She's just eating this attention up, you guys. She's down here, aren't you? Sorry, had to give her a little kiss because she's been missing me. She's kind of a mommy's cat, and well, I haven't been down here to pay attention with her, and she hasn't been able to really get upstairs. So anyway, I'll talk to you about that, and then that's about all I have for you this week. I don't have any new haul per se. One of the other things that I happen to do, I do have something that's new but not stitching related, and she is shedding. All right, I'm going to move her off the table. Come here. Come here. Say bye. Say bye. There we go. There we go. All right, so don't mind me. I just need to get, hold on just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and pause and defuzz myself. So again, I just kind of paused the video so I could defuzz myself and whatnot. Sorry if I'm looking down. My camera's up here, and my actual screen that shows what's being videotaped is down below. So I'm looking kind of down at myself, and I apologize for not looking straight into the camera, but I get a little, I have to just double check to make sure the camera is not freezing up. All right. So that being said, I will get on to my plans. So this is my calendar, or my stitchy. I think I was gonna put everything over here for you. This is my stitching calendar and my stitching clipboard that I keep next to my stitching chair that shows you what days I have stitched on stuff. And as you can see over here in September, I've actually stitched quite a few days except for 2. And I also put on here that Tuesday, right here, I put Dylan tested positive for COVID, and we got a new kitten. And then on Friday, the dash here means I didn't stitch. So I stitched some today. And then this dash, this line is just the week. So this is this coming week. And then this coming week. And then you see here, the orange block at the end of the month, that is September 30th. That is the first day of Camp Got a Stitch. So we have 3 weeks. 1, 2, 3 weekends. Less than 3 weeks, 3 weekends until Camp Got a Stitch. That is the needlework retreat that my local needlework shop here in Columbus is hosting in Amish country. I will put their contact information down below in case you are interested in going. Last I knew they had roughly about 20 spots left, but I'm not sure if they're still accepting any registrations and camp attendees, because I'm not sure if they have already had to have the room block information at the hotel yet or not. So I will put the information for Cross My Heart. You can call them and get in touch with them. They are closed on Mondays, but you can get in touch with them and see if if you're interested. A, if there's space still available at camp, and B, if you can register and go. It is in Berlin, Ohio, which is up near Worcester, Ohio, which is kind of northeast of Columbus, about an hour and 20 minutes or so. And it's in Amish country here in Ohio. So if you're interested in going, Camp Got a Stitch is really laid back. All it is just stitching. You know, throughout the weekend they'll give you little bags. You have to designate whether you're an Aida or Aida stitcher or a linen stitcher, and then they put your camp kits together. You get a couple of different kits throughout the weekend based on the theme of the camp. And you know, it's pretty much just sit and stitch all you want. There's no classes, there's no structure really. You just, you know, show up at the stitching room, eat, sleep, stitch. That's basically the entire thing. Vanna Pfeiffer, the Twisted Stitcher, has come to the last couple camps that were held. She didn't come to last year's camp because it was here in Columbus, but and it was split over 2 days, and there was only like 30 people at each camp. This year it's one weekend, and I think there's 60 or 65 people that's gonna be at camp. It's a relatively small camp, but it makes it really nice, and you get to know each other and talk to each other and everything like that. So hopefully I'll get to see some old friends at camp this year, and it'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, so since my last video, I believe we started AB Singo. I'm in the Magazine Monthly Challenge group that was started by Carolyn Zook of C Zook Stitch here on YouTube, and we are doing September AB Singo, where you have 25 of the 26 letters of the alphabet, and you basically select one of your works in progress or a project for each of the 25 letters, and you put them on a bingo board randomly or however you want, and Carolyn, every day she picks a new number, and that is the project that you stitch for that day. The goal is to stitch 100 stitches or 1 hour on each of the projects called. So you can see here is my board. I do have a bingo already up at the top, and these 2 squares were the 2 days this week I did not stitch. A, because my husband tested positive, and B, because I just didn't stitch Friday night. Because I was running around doing a few things for the household. But this is where we are at. I don't believe the square for tomorrow has been called yet. I could be wrong about that, but I don't believe so. Let me get a really quick look here. Beep beep beep. Magazine Monthly. I don't think it's been called. No, she hasn't posted the letter selected for AB Singo for tomorrow. So later on tonight, I'm probably going to work on these 2 to get them stitched, but I will show you some of the updates from the rest of them. because I don't remember exactly what ones I showed you on my last video. So that is pretty much what I've been stitching on. Also, a couple other things. Magazine Monthly Challenge, they also have a theme for the month and also an acrostic. The theme for this month is travel. I'm doing a mid-Amish life. I put in 500 stitches. That is also my WIPGO goal, the remaining WIPGO goal I have to complete the square for WIPGO. I'll show you WIPGO in a minute. But the acrostic is Explore. As you can see, I've already completed the P and the R. And I'm almost actually done with the X as well. I selected Cookie Exchange for that. And I also finished the O. The O was Bewitching Owl, and that was the one I worked on last night. I haven't done anything. I haven't picked anything for the L and the E yet for Explore, but that is that. 24 hours of cross stitch. Their acrostic challenge this month is Make Time for You, and as you can see, I have almost all the letters filled in, and I have 3 of them completed so far. Actually 4 of them technically, because I also have the Y down there for yellows. I completed that last night. Oh no, I can't mark that off. Well, yeah, I can mark that off. Actually, it looks like the O. I need to switch the O and the Y. So, I did the pumpkin table topper today. So you'll see that. And then, so that's the 24 hours of cross stitch acrostic. And Pop Culture Stitching Challenges Facebook. The acrostic this month is Dolphins NFL, because the administrator for the Pop Culture Stitching Challenge group is a Dolphins fan. I'm not a football fan, but I'm kind of doing this as I go along as well. So I don't think that was out for my last update video. So that's it for AB Singo and all that. I don't think anything's changed for WIPGO. Yeah, so nothing's changed for WIPGO. Here is my WIPGO board. So yeah, all the ones that are highlighted but not filled in color are ones that have been called that I have not yet finished. All the ones that are still completely white are ones that have not yet been called. I only have one square down here, the Hidden Harbor, that I've completed already, but it has not been called, so I can't mark it as finished. But the goal on that one was 1,000 stitches. I did 1,800 on it this year, so I knocked that one out of the park. Paid for Seasons at Pier. The goal is 1,000 stitches. I already have 729 stitches in it, so I only need 271 stitches to mark that complete. So when that's called, I'll probably pull that out and get that worked on. But yeah, there's quite a few things in here that I just really need to get cracking on and complete. So without further ado, I will go ahead and show you my progress. So the first piece I worked on for AB Singo was for the letter P. This is Welcome to Pumpkinville, and here is my piece so far. So you're not going to be able to tell this. Where I worked on was this building here, and this is Skates and Sleds. But where I worked on was I put in 2 rows of pink here, and I did this first person right here. Yep. So I did this first person right there. And that is Welcome to Pumpkinville. It's in my Downton Abbey project bag from Garon Tote Bags. Well, that part's upside down, but here is it right side up. All right. The next one I worked on for AB Singo, I spent 2 days I know it's in here. Come on. Hello. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to have to find it. So sorry about that. It got bumped down to the bottom of my bag. Everything else was on top of it. But anyway, Snow Village is the second piece that I worked on. I worked on it the 2nd and 3rd of September. So this is the bag it's in. I got this from Dollar Tree a couple of years ago. They had this as part of their back to school line back then with the coffees and donuts. I thought it was super cute. So I went and bought a couple of these bags when I was out in California. But Snow Village is the series by Country Cottage Needleworks. And I'm doing this on a piece of gray hand-dyed fabric. I don't know the name of the fabric per se, but this is where I'm at on here. And over here you can see where I stitched this week. I'm going to go ahead and fold this over like this so you can see this. But where I stitched this week was I filled in, I outlined the white snow under the house. I had done the red door and some of the green here, and the green sign and the green window edging. So all the detail in the building, that is what I've been working on, and I finished outlining the white snow on the ground for that. So that is where I got to on Snow Village. I'm keeping these, this one and Welcome to Pumpkinville, out of my, out next to my stitching chair, because I'm hoping to get some more done on these for WIPGO. Snow Village is one that I have to get 1,000 stitches done for WIPGO. I haven't touched it yet this year, so I'm really hoping that I can get a couple more stitches. I put in about 212 stitches on her this last week, so hopefully she'll get some more love. The next piece I worked on was M for Mill Hill Kit. I pulled out Wanda's Wands. This is a buttons and beads Mill Hill Kit. Where I got to this week, I might have already shown you this, but where I got to this week was I got the signage over here done. The purple sign. I don't have any of the back stitching done. I'm probably not going to do the back stitching there. But yeah. It was a little over 100 stitches that I got done on that. So that's what I got done there. Now I have to get this all back in. She's going to stay next to my stitching chair as well. Because I'm hopefully going to work on her some more. Okay. The next piece I worked on was Saltwater Scrapbook by Lindy Stitches in the Blue Flower. I am doing this all on the same piece right there. And the square I was working on up here was the boat square. It was for letter R for AB Singo, and I said R was row your boat. You're not going to see much of a difference in this from the last time you probably saw it. Basically, the 100 stitches that I needed to get filled in this, or completed the border on this box right here. So that is the box for the boat. And that is where I got on that. So this is also staying next to my stitchy chair because I have a couple more opportunities to stitch on it for AB Singo. Make sure Wanda's Wands gets back in the bag. Alright, then the next one. So this is one that I'm really close to finishing. I am even closer to finishing than I thought. The next one I worked on was Cookie Exchange. So this is where I got to. So you can see I filled in, where I did was I filled in the jar, the blue jar, and then I put in all the blue stitches, all the blue individual stitches there. The only thing I have left to do on this, you guys, are the Smyrna crosses. There's Smyrna cross berries and stuff, and the back stitching. So this one I can actually finish up if I just spend a night or two doing the Smyrna crosses and the back stitching on it. It's really close. So just to let you know, here's what my back looks like. I have a, where is it? There it is. A strand of thread that I actually need to bury and clip, but that is my back. I know a lot of people like to see the backs, but this is Cookie Exchange. So one more night, one good, maybe I'll work on this tonight instead of catching up. Maybe I'll just get this done because this will cross it off my WIPGO and just also be a finish. So maybe I'll get that done tonight as I start the new week. All right. The next piece I worked on was the one I worked on last night. It's in my, I think this is a Dot Dot Goose bag. I think. Yes, Dot Dot Goose Designs. Dot Dot Goose Designs. This is my pumpkin project bag. It's really cute. What freaks me out a little bit about this bag, if you look at this pumpkin here, you see that pumpkin smear? It actually looks like it's fabric. It's imperfection on the fabric when you're close up. It's not. It's just the way the pumpkin looks. So every time I pick it up, I'm like, something got on my fabric. No, it's just the pumpkin. It's really kind of cool though. Dot Dot Goose Designs. So this is a piece that came out of CrossStitch and Needlework magazine. Whoops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to show you that. This was out of CrossStitch and Needlework magazine from September 2012. This is Bewitching Owl. My letter for yesterday was Y for yellows. I needed to stitch in yellows, so there's some yellows in here. It's still on my scroll frame because, or my Q-snaps, because I have the opportunity to work on this about 2 or 3 more times. But where I was before, I just had the moon done and the ears on the owl. I didn't have his eyes and a little bit of his clothing. He's kind of wearing clothing, so I did his eyes and his clothing for 100 stitches last night. So yeah, there's one more light color that goes in the middle of the eyes, and then his pupils are a brown, a dark brown. It's either 938 or 3371. There is no black in here because he stitched on black fabric. This is just a black even weave that I've had on hand for a while. Hi, hun.
Hey.
So that is Bewitching Owl by Dot Dot Goose. I mean, not Dot Dot Goose. Bewitching Owl from CrossStitch and Needlework magazine. September 2012. And then the last piece is the piece I worked on this morning. This is one I'm stitching in hand. This is a really old piece that I started a long time ago. It's called Pumpkin Table Topper by Dutch Treat Designs, and it is for the letter T in A.B. Singo for table topper. So this is Pumpkin Table Topper by Dutch Treat Designs. Sorry about the smudge on my pattern. About 2 or 3 years ago when I got the replacement pattern for this, one of my cats spilled something on it and I went to go wipe it up and it actually wiped the print off the pattern. But anyway, I had started this a long time ago, and I had lost the pattern, and Cross My Heart was able to look one up and get me a replacement copy of it. So I am doing this on the piece of Ann cloth that it's stitched on, and it's stitched using pearl cotton, DMC pearl cotton and Karen watercolors, because it's on Ann cloth. So here is the actual piece. This is an old piece. I need to get this finished so I can finish it and display it. But I didn't get very far on it before I put it away for a long time. I mean, it's actually hasn't been stitched on for probably close to 10 years, if not more. So it has been a while. So anyway, this is 1/4 of it. And where I was before I got started today was I had part of the pumpkin stitched. I only had the lighter orange, the stem and leaves, and this lighter orange coming down here. I only had that lighter orange part. So 115 stitches later, and I have the darker orange. Now what's interesting is the pearl cotton color that's called for that is 780 dark pumpkin. I didn't have 780 in my stash, and I don't think I could find it, so I substituted 781. That's the only substitution I had for this, and it calls for Caron watercolors thread as well in burnt toast. So I'm using DMC size 5 pearl cotton, Caron watercolors pearl cotton, and DMC size 12 pearl cotton for the non-stitched edge. So when you're done with it, you have to take the edge and fray it and do the nun stitch in order to fray it. So anyway, when I'm done with this panel, I got the leaves all done, but when I'm done with the pumpkin panel, I actually have to turn it this way and stitch going this way now. So the stitches are going to be different. I do have to pull out this border here. I have to pull out this border here and kind of stitch it the way the rest of the stitches in here is going to be. I thought initially that I was just going to stitch it all based on this, but rereading the instructions today, I think I am going to turn it this way, and then when I get over to that side, I'm going to turn it that way, and then when I get over to that side, I'm going to turn it that way to stitch it as the instructions say, because in that way, you know, I don't know if these things get backed or not either, but anyway, here is the backing so far, and you can see down here that I have waist knots that I also have to bury. My stitching styles changed a lot since I started this, and if I just work on it some this fall, I'm sure I can get it done. It'd be kind of nice to have this done before Thanksgiving, but I don't know. It just really depends on how much I'm going to be able to work on it between now and then. But yeah, so I was working on the pumpkin on this. And this is also going to stay near my stitching chair because I kind of want to keep working on it. I am stitching this in hand. Using kind of the sewing method. I normally use a Q-snap or a scroll frame, but because this is Ann cloth and it's really kind of flimsy and really, I don't know, I just don't want to put it in a Q-snap or a frame or a hoop and stretch it out. So I am stitching it in hand, and doing the sewing method is actually pretty handy, and it's not super heavy where I'm gonna, where my hand cramps up, my left hand cramps up holding the fabric rolled up. So this is probably most definitely now going to be one of the pieces I take to Camp Gotta Stitch at the end of the month, because I can get some work done on it. The pumpkin is pretty solid pumpkin. As you can see, the pumpkins are pretty solid, and I can work on the pumpkins and then, you know, carry this border. The border is actually repetitive. I can carry the border pretty much all the way across the whole thing and just keep it going. So this is probably going to be a really good retreat piece to take with me. So that is what I worked on earlier this morning for my AB Singo thing. And that is really all the updates that I have for you. So aside from the haul video that I have attached to the beginning, hopefully I get that done, that is all I have for you this week. Hopefully I'll have a video for you in about 2 weeks, more of an update video, more haul video maybe, and get to talk to you a little bit more about stuff going on, more plans probably for Camp Gotta Stitch, and also everything like that. So In the next couple weeks, I'll probably an update video, maybe some haul, I don't know yet. And I'm also hopefully going to be doing maybe a vlog style for you for Camp Gotta Stitch. Mom and I are going. This is her second one, but her first one completely out of town. And besides the Stitching in the Springs retreat we went to last year. But she's never been up to the Amish Country Hotel and everything like that. We're staying Friday through Monday. So we'll be up there early Friday afternoon, and we're coming home Monday afternoon. So that'll be a nice long weekend for us, and we're looking forward to that. That's October 30th through October 2nd. Dylan's going to stay home with the kitten and the cats and just kind of hang out, be with himself, and enjoy some quiet time around the house. So that's all I have for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to click the subscription button below and to click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new content. And hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Really quick update. I did a video, a separate video, where I have been seeing ads on Facebook for Lily and Fox nail wraps. And I got my order in, so I'll show you that video here. But I put my first set of Lily and Fox nail wraps on my fingers. And this is called Pink Tartan. And I'm really kind of enjoying it. I'm hoping that the Lily and Fox wraps work really well. I have used Color Street before, and I do have a couple of Color Street wraps, but I'm just trying these out because these are only $3 a piece. So hopefully, hopefully I'll like them. And I bought 5 sets, and I got a 6th set for free. So I have a couple of fall ones and a couple of Christmas ones to play with the next couple of months. So you'll be seeing wraps on my nails, hopefully. And I'm kind of experimenting. This hand here, my left hand, has a base coat and top coat. This one just has the nail wraps. I am right-handed, so I'm just trying to get a test of how either base and top coating or just wraps stays on my hand. My fingernails will not take normal nail polish. Usually within about an hour after I paint nail polish on them, whether or not I use base and top coats, the nail polish chips off my fingers. So nail wraps, the last set of nail wraps that I had on lasted about 7 or 8 days before I got kind of sick of them. They wore down the tips some, and I finally had one that I was peeling off, so I just took them off. They were the Color Street ones. So I have Lily and Fox ones here that I'm testing out. So you may be seeing another, you'll definitely see the opening video of them, and you'll probably be seeing a review video pop up on how my nails are doing wear-wise. So I'm looking forward to doing that for you. Alright, so that's all I have, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Take care, and that's all we have for this week, you guys. Keep on keeping on, because that's all we can do, and let's hope that I don't experience COVID symptoms, because I don't want to get sick before camp. Alright, so take care. We'll catch you soon. Bye.